jam form and everything. Now time to now choose a particular course of study, and I was like, wow. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. It's your baby girl's chat you soon. Guys, I know that I promised you guys consistency. I promised to be here with you guys like a marriage thing. They'll do us part where I can divorce you guys for fighting now. And no, I've not been really consistent. I'm sorry about that. Like really guys, IT is taking a whole lot of my time, and on weekends I'm just really tired. I want to tidy up for the next week, but I promised myself that I must give a time to just be with y'all, like you know what I mean, to just come drop something here, give you nice content. And yeah, here I am. So guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're a new subscriber, don't if you're a new watcher, I mean, or if you're just passing by, make sure to subscribe to my channel. Don't just pass by, don't just be going. Make sure to subscribe to my channel. And if you're an old person here, thank you for if you're an old subscriber, thank you for coming back to my channel. I'm sure you enjoy my content, and I'll be bringing more and more content as time goes by. So yeah guys, why am I here today? So you guys, today is going to be like a story time, because I know you all love stories. Like guys, today is a story time, and should I even call it? Should I even say a story time and a regret? Well, let me get into the story time. So you guys, my sister, on like I think it was on Wednesday in the morning, my sister told me something, and then it just rang a bell in my head, and it just made me to think a lot and just to reflect back. And that's why I'm here today, giving you guys this story. This story is about how I feel like I'm the only girl, or I'm literally the only person in Nigeria that had an opportunity to study nursing and said no, or yes, I'm the only girl in Nigeria, or I'm the only person that had an opportunity to study nursing in Nigeria and said no to it. Like, who does that? Even myself, when I reflect back about my decision, I'm even scared. I'm like, hey, Richard, really? You did that? Well, without much ado, let me get into the story time. So I'm going to take you guys way back to when I was still in secondary school. Secondary school, to even choose between arts and science class. I must say I'm an indecisive person. I'm very, sometimes when I make decisions, I really want to follow it strictly, but I don't know, this career path was just something that was always really confusing to me, and I just really didn't want to make a mistake that I would really regret in life. So taking me back to secondary school, there was this time in my life in secondary school where this was SS1, and everybody was supposed to choose whether between they wanted to go to art class, social sciences, or sciences class. That's how my school did it back then. And then that time we were supposed to go, we did all like SS1 first term, we did all the subjects, and then we were supposed to come back and decide, or I think the school was supposed to pick for us. We're not so sure till we came back for second term SS1. So at that moment in my life, I had been very indecisive. Meanwhile, I had gone to Flenjo and when my SS1 first term in Calabar. That time Calabar Carnival, because my dad still worked in Calabar. I had a very nice vacation. It was time to come back and choose what course I wanted to do. So when I say course, what is course? This university has scattered my brain. What course? Should I call it the course, or what side of school do I want to be? So when we came back that term, the teacher came into the class and was like, oh, we should all write what class we want to be in. And then at that moment I was really confused. I first of all wrote art, and I claimed it I wrote sciences, because everybody from home, like the way everybody had been putting in what they felt about what I should choose at home. I don't know if you all can relate. If you in secondary school, when your mom or your dad, especially if you're Nigerian, your mom or dad will call you blah 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 blah. You should choose science. Science has more opportunities. Blah blah blah. And then at that moment, you just, even though you want to be in art or you want to be in science class, you're just like, oh, I want to have a bright future, so perhaps let me go to science class. By the way, I'm the only science person in my house. I'm the only person that went to science class in my house. The rest of my siblings, they can't come and die. They can't go and stress themselves. They went to art class anyways, but they're all brilliant people doing well in whatever they choose in life. So I he was like, we should all write this on the paper. I think he later realized that the paper thing won't kind of work because people were not writing their names on the paper to show what class they wanted to be. So he was just like, okay, you know what? Carry your lockers and your tables, whatever class you think is convenient for you, then you go to that class. So me, at that moment, I carried my locker outside. Guys, guess what? I was in between science and I was in between art class. Like that's where my locker was. Like I was literally shivering. I was shivering in between science and art class. So I think some girls from science class now, those that chose science class that were like I was talking to or were my friends, just came and were like, Zichat, what is going on? You can't make a decision. So they like spoke to me and everything, and I felt like, why don't I just go to science class? Not like I have any like, if anybody knows me, I'm not like the outspoken type or how will I put it, somebody that had the ginger to be in art class. So I just decided that, oh, I think I chose to do science and everything. So like secondary school was a bit of a struggle, but I was able to pull through, and I got myself like, I understood why I chose the course, and I had to work the class, and I had to work twice as hard because I wanted to actually be a science student. So after I was done, tried to fill in my jam form and everything. Now time to now choose a particular course of study, and I was like, wow, this is a big decision to make, or this is a life-changing decision. And I was a bit confused, but I knew I chose Bowen University. That's the school I'm in. I chose Bowen University, I chose Bingham University, and I chose I think I chose ABU Zaria as my institution. So with everything that went on, I was like, oh, I love the way mommy does, because guys, my mom is a nurse, and I was like, I love the way mommy does like mom. So I filled my jam admission form. I filled in nursing and which other course again? I think it's nursing I applied for, and nutrition and dietetics. So when I went to write Bowen Post UTME, I was just like, see the way when they called nursing and MBBS, that's medicine, almost the whole hall, almost all the students wanted to be in that department. I'm like, what's going on? Why the struggle for nursing and medicine? This also is really low. So when after writing Bowen Post UTME, I waited on my results, and then I was still in secondary school about to graduate, and then my sisters came for my visiting, and they were like, oh wow, Z, you got admission into Bowen University, but you got food science and technology. And I'm like, food science and technology? Never heard of the course, what's going on? And then I decided to look up the course and everything. I was like, wow, to be a really interesting course. I'm actually I want to settle for nursing, because I had gone to Bingham University and I had already written for nursing too. I had been interviewed, and I was just waiting. Then they're coming to tell me that I had an uncle in Bowen University that could help me in my course and change of course and everything, because I don't think my dad was too comfortable with the course. But I was like, maybe God has a reason for me going into food science and technology. Am I still sure I want to thrive? Because we're like, this uncle will make it easy for me, the change and everything. But I was still saying no, I could actually read this food science and technology. So let's just say that I had already made up my mind and everything to read food science and technology. Now the second opportunity came. Remember, I had gone to write Bingham Post UTM, and I told you guys I had done the interview and everything. Then I got a call from my mom like 1 month after I settled into Boy University, started attending lectures and for food science and technology and everything. My mom was like, "Oh, Z, how you doing?" We had this normal mommy-daughter chat, and then she just broke the news to me. Okay, Bingham University, you would have just maybe if you would have waited a bit, Bingham University has given you nursing admission. She was like, "Do you want to pack your things and start coming back home so you could go back and settle into Bingham?" I'm like, hey, God, what kind of stress is this? What kind of problem is this one? It's like this nursing is something that God also wants me to do. I'm really confused right now. So I just like had this conversation and I told my mom, don't worry, I'm going to read for science and technology. There's no need of me going back to read nursing. And now I had continued in food science and technology, and now next year I'll be finishing food science and technology, 5 years in food science and technology, and I'm just hoping in my mind, I'm like, well I'm trying to strategize and know what's the next thing I'm going to do with my life. Will I be useful to myself? Oh God, hope I didn't make the wrong decision, because everybody that I tell the story will be like, oh, you're really foolish, you made the worst decision. Nothing is like a way to get out of the country. Nothing is this, nothing is that. Look at your mom. Don't you want to be that way and blah blah blah. When I tell people the story and they keep on bringing this fear into me, I'm like, oh God, I'm like, this is going to be the worst mistake I'll ever make in my life. So I don't know if I should be filled with regrets, because I don't know the future now. That's why I'm trying to work as hard as I possibly can to be able to ensure that my mistake will not yield to a regret, but my mistake will make me be proud of myself. I'll be able to watch this video 3 years from now and be like, wow, I'm happy and I'm proud of the decision I was able to make. And what's my advice to people? If you are struggling with a course to choose, I just want you to know these 3 things. Number 1, do you have passion for it? You must be willing to make sacrifices to be able to know the course and master it. You must have a passion for the course and at least, and then don't feel pressured by people to make decisions concerning your course. I feel like it's also something that you need to put God into. If you believe in God, you need to put God into it, because it's a very important aspect of your life. Am I having regrets? I want to watch this video 3 years from now and be proud of the decision I made. Which many people have been telling me, oh, you made the worst mistake of your life, you regret this, you never leave the country, blah 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 blah. When your mates are leaving the country, you'll be here suffering because you refuse to make the important and vital decision that you should have. But I want to be able to look at this video 3 years from now and smile and be like, you all said it, you all were enemies, you all tell me that I would never make it, but I did. That's what I just want to happen to me, and I just want to encourage
there is God
is facing the pressure to read a course that you don't want to, or you don't have the opportunity to read it, to keep thriving and hoping for the best, and you'll make it. Please, if you enjoyed this video, make sure to share with your friends, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, because some of you just waka pass, you're not subscribing. Please, did I offend you? No. So please subscribe to my channel. You guys can hear the background noise. It wants to rain. That's why I'm rushing this video. Thank you for sticking with me to the end of my story time. I'll see you in my next video. Bye.